The Hospice. Written by Heidi Lewis. Narrated by Martin Chappell. Copyright SD Publishing 2020. All rights reserved. No part of this ebook may be reproduced or transmitted in any form or by any means, electronic or mechanical, including photocopying, recording, or by any information storage and retrieval system without written permission from the author. The material and advice in this book is for entertainment purposes only. This is a work of fiction. Any names or characters, business or places, events or incidents are fictitious. Any resemblance to persons living or dead or actual events is purely coincidental. For questions and comments about this book, please contact the author. The Hospice by Heidi Lewis. Narrated by Martin Chappell. Chapter 1. "Hurry up, Jack, we'll be late," his mother called impatiently. She had become almost military in her ways since Jack's diagnosis. Keeping charge of the less important things such as timekeeping and paperwork made up for the thing which she had no control over, her son's disease. As she waited in the entrance hall, a feeling of déjà vu swept over her. She remembered how her actions now mirrored those of Jack's school days, when she would stand in the hallway anxiously awaiting the appearance of his blonde, tousled head at the top of the staircase. Then there was his graduation ball, when once again she stood in the hall imagining how dashing he would look, and she was not disappointed. On his first day of work, when again she stood in that exact spot, waiting to offer both encouragement and reassurance to him. All of those instances somehow felt like they were leading up to this day, little stepping stones that would lead to a final destination. It was hard to believe how quickly things had changed. In the brief space between summer and winter, Jack had gone from being an ambitious, independent 20-year-old to a fragile, sickly man once again dependent on his parents. As the long summer nights drew in, Jack became tired and drawn. Then autumn arrived, turning the leaves of the trees yellow, the same sickly yellow as Jack's skin, and when the first leaves of the season began to fall from the trees, so did Jack's fair hair. Today was one of those days to be dreaded, yet accepted. It was Jack's consultation day with his oncologist to find out if the treatment had worked and to receive those all-important PET scan results. I'm here, he responded. "Good man," she said calmly, trying to conceal the shock on her face when she saw him. It seemed that every time she lay eyes on him lately, he was getting thinner and paler and wasting away a bit more with each passing day. Of course, neither of them spoke of such things. Any conversation they had regarding his illness was filled with positivity. Today would be no different. When Jack reached the bottom of the stairs, his beloved dog Bowser ran towards him. He stopped just short of jumping on Jack. It was as if he knew that his master was too frail for horseplay. Bowser had been a gift for Jack's 21st birthday. His parents had thought that a dog would provide him with some much-needed companionship, and perhaps provide the chance to meet a fellow female dog walker. He had been single at the time, and was still single now, something that bothered his parents enormously. Bowser was a male Alsatian, with intelligence that could put a human to shame. He could carry out all the standard dog commands effectively and without any challenge. He could sit, bark, give the paw, stand on 2 legs, chase his tail, give a cuddle, and he could even help bring in the groceries from the car by carrying the smaller bags in his mouth. His life was spent by Jack's side. Jack bent down gingerly and gave Bowser a quick rub under the belly. Bowser responded with a small whimper and gave Jack a loving look. "I can drive, Mum," Jack stated, trying desperately to cling to the remnants of his independence. "It's just easier if I drive today, and besides, I'd like my car to stay intact." "I'm a great driver," Jack exclaimed. "Maybe you're a great driver on the Formula 1 track, but not on public roads. You're a lunatic. I've never had an accident, so how do you explain that, Mum?" "Look," she smirked. "Maybe that's why I have none left," Jack stated matter-of-factly. "Oh, Jack," she paused, unable to produce any more words due to a large lump which had lodged in her throat. Crying was out of the question. They glanced knowingly at each other and climbed into the car. Jack looked at his parents' home from the passenger seat. It was a 4-bedroom detached red brick house. He remembered that, when he was a child, it had seemed modern, but now it looked old, yet elegant. It had been built
Sample complete. Ready to continue?